Shift Community.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It is the 25th of the month, and it's our favorite time of the day. It is time for the Shift Happening Now community live. And I'm freaking excited for that. And I hope everyone is too, because we got some cool guests here today with us, which I'm going to get on the stage in just one moment. But again, my apologies. I know we had that topic before, but apparently time conversions is on planet Earth. It's not my thing. I don't know why. I don't know. There's so much confusion about all these time things. So thank you so much for making it. I see we have so many guests here, and it's beautiful. Despite the confusion with the times, we have some amazing guests. Notchi and Eric are here, the two fabulous souls that I'm going to Japan with. We're gonna have a new upcoming contact event together. We're gonna talk about the contact event because the documentary is out, and my gosh, it's going nuts. It's beautiful. That we're going to talk about. Then we do have a special guest. Let's first get them on stage. So here for us is Notchi and Eric. Konnichiwa.
Guten Tag. Guten Abend.
Tim, hello, welcome. Thank you for having us here, everybody.
Yeah, hello.
Thank you for being here. It's just a few more weeks, and then we're going to fly to Japan. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I'm freaking excited. Notchi just sent the venue, one of the 3 venues that we have, the one in Kyoto, and it looks amazing. It's like a stage. It's all wooden. It's all Japanese. It has a torii, at least a miniature version.
Yeah, we just found it today.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Amazing.
it's fixed, right?
What? A fix? Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
it was not so nice, and we needed to change the venue today, and we found an amazing place.
I saw that. I'm freaking excited for it. Okay, you two. I'm gonna get you off stage and then get you on stage again because we do have another guest coming up. Let me quickly do that because this is cool. I really appreciate that he has time and that he's doing this so spontaneously. Cause here's the background story. We went to Italy. We had a contact event. If you haven't yet seen the documentary, just go and watch it. It is just full of emotions and a roller coaster of amazing things that happened in Italy at the Shift Happening Now contact event. We got into contact with the indigenous reptile species of planet Earth. They live here with us, amazingly evolved beings, very, very interesting civilization. I felt so many emotions, and I was so happy and glad. It was really a special moment that they showed up to talk to us. And they said they join us with our Shift Happening Now community lives through their mental space. They know that we're doing this. They see the signal and the wave of energy every time that we meditate. Please keep that in mind, everyone. We're doing something very important. So important that the other species, the other intelligent species of this planet, reached out to us, none other than their leader. Watch the documentary if you haven't yet, and showed us and told us that they join us, and they asked. We asked them, "What do you like the best? Is there anything we can do in order to, make you, do something nice for you?" And they said they love human singing, and we were all shy. You see that in the documentary, but this time. We just start to have some amazing Shift Happening Now musicians here. Next month, we're going to have someone from Germany, which I'm very, very excited about. But this month, we have someone straight from the Bronx. Skitso is with us.
Hello. It's an honor and pleasure to be here. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us, Skitso. I'm so excited because I reached out and I was like, Skitso, this morning I had the epiphany. I wanna have someone here and can you do that for us? And Skitso was like, yes, that's my mission here on planet Earth. I'm gonna do it. And you sent me an a cappella version of one of your songs that you're gonna perform for us tonight. I was
Yes.
impressed. I was so impressed.
I'm a little nervous because the singing parts are usually done by my beautiful wife, Melissa, but I will do justice to her parts in the music.
I was impressed. I thought like, wow, this guy can rap and sing. That's a very rare combination. That hasn't
That's
happened so
awesome.
often.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Feeling blessed. Also, I saw a snippet of that documentary you're talking about, and when they were talking about how the species loves like frequencies and singing and the tones because they don't have their own vocal cords. I was just
Yeah.
like, wow, what an honor if they're able to feel this frequency right now to be able to deliver something cool for them to listen to. So that's really cool.
I agree, and I think it was Angela, who's a community member, and she said like they love that so much. I think we should do these singing things on the lives. And I thought like we have so many cool artists here, we have so many cool musicians here in our Now community. Yeah, let's do that. That is special. That's special. This
Great
turns
idea.
into a great show here. Skitso, I'm going to get you back on stage in just a moment. We have another fabulous speaker, Oshif Happily Now speaker, who's here. And I can't say how much I enjoy him every time he's here. He has a new course coming up, which he's gonna talk about too. Kedrich Olsen is here with us. Hi, Kedrich.
Hey, how are you today? I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. We got some fabulous stuff to talk about, and you're gonna do a new course, which we're also gonna talk about. So all in all, we have a shadow worker back with us tonight. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the course is coming up through the Shift Network, which I'm excited about, and we're going to be using Old Norse techniques for doing some shadow work, awakening your psychic abilities, so we can clear out the shadows that is holding your gifts back, stopping that clarity, stopping you from questioning. Because we all experience that sometimes. Ooh, what's am I getting something? Am I really having something? So we're going to work on how to clear that out, and I'm going to teach you not only how to use some runes to do that, but even how to use the black mirror and put together the black mirror with the runes, with some of the Old Norse practices, calling in spiritual allies to really fully activate your deeper awarenesses that have been turned off for so long.
I bought a black mirror after you mentioned it on one of the Also Happily Now community lives. I'm excited for that. It looks nice. I haven't quite gotten any signal from it, so I'm happy to get some professional introduction today.
Yeah,
Kedrick, thank you so much for joining.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to be here.
So we do have another very important person because she is the host of our Also Happily Now Vivi group, the Virtual Vibes group. She's an amazing Also Happily Now member, and I'm so glad she's with us. Monica, hello.
Emotional, excited, and happy like always.
Hi. I love that. Thank you so much. For everyone who doesn't know Monica by now, I mean, we got a lot of new people after the documentary came out. Monica is doing a fantastic group with us, which is the Virtual Vibes group. Can you tell everyone what that actually is and how they can get to the Virtual Vibes group if they are interested?
Yes, of course. We have a group on Instagram and we have also 2 times a month. The first and the third Saturday of the month we meet on Zoom and we just talk. If you want to be part of it, you just have to send us an email on vv or she happily now at gmail.com. I will write here the email address And yeah, enjoy it because we are talking everything we want there. We don't record this. And I want to use this opportunity to be very thankful for some beautiful beings there. First of all, the new one that came also from this or should happily now meditation. They send it email and they are in our group. And actually, they are very active in chatting, especially. So thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Maria. And thank you, Lydia. And I want to thank you also to Lorraine, who take care of the group as well as I do, and Sheila also. They both are all the time. They never miss any call that we have. So Daniel also, thank you so much, Michelle, um, Gabby and Ellie, and yeah, all of you. I have you in my heart, and I'm so happy that I met you. So, lovely friends, if you want to meet us too, you just have to be open and come and enjoy these beautiful talks that we have there.
Wow, thank you so much, Monica. We get into that at the later on again, so that everyone knows where to write an email. The idea of the email is, just that you write a few sentences to Monica, and then you get access. And it's completely free. It's something you all do together, for the spirit of All Stuff Happening Now, and it's really beautiful. So thank you so much for being here, Monica. Everyone, I think that is some pretty amazing lineup that we have tonight. I'm very, very excited, but you are here too, so I want to read your comments as well, and also get them on stage too. My gosh, there's so many comments. We have Lydia here. We just talked about her. Patrick is here. He's saying my wife was right as per usual. It's Tim Tactical Day. Yes, the 25th. I'm assuming that we might even keep that for next year because I said 25 so many times. We might keep that. We have Daniel here. Michelle is here. Hi, Michelle. She's been to Italy and she's experienced one of the contacts. He's listening in the background. Engla is here from Minnesota, USA. Wow, so cool. SDS, hi. Tim, hi. Oh, Malmö, Sweden. Pia, oh, this is so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. I wish I could say something in Swedish right now. We do have another person from Sweden. I just saw that in the comments. Unveil the Truth is from Sweden as well. Wow, thank you so much. I love that. Whenever we have people from Europe, that's amazing. Amazing. Of course, Nochi is in the chat, and of course, Eric is in the chat as well. Anyone have any health meditations? Lisa is here too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, well, I have a big announcement about while you're bringing up the topic of health meditations. And I know YouTube doesn't always like when we're talking about these things, so we got to be a bit careful. But there's something amazing happening. You all know we do the star meditations. We do meditations here, but I have a program where we do star meditations every month, mental exercises actually, and I use my specific techniques and so on, stuff that we learned from the project. And long story short, we now have the world leading specialist in bloodstream analysis, and she did a test, an analysis on the star mental exercises. So everyone who's a star member and does these things every month, she was taking pictures of the bloodstream before and then while doing the star mental exercises. And it's really incredible because you can see that the blood flow is different. The blood cells are more vital. They're more active. Everything is more in tune and more harmony. So apparently we're scientifically approved now. At least there is a lot of indications that it has a huge health benefit. We shouldn't be saying that here, so I quickly only mentioned this. It was amazing. It was really amazing. That's so cool. From Spain. Hi everyone. Gina is from Long Island, New York. Sheila is listening while at work. I like that. The work can't be that. Oh, Corinne is from Brisbane, Australia. Corinne, thank you so much for being awake at 7 a.m. in the morning. That's amazing. Or 8 a.m. I don't know. I shouldn't comment on any times myself. I shouldn't do that. Anyway. Oh wow. Theo, thank you so much. Can we get some color pins similar to your famous ones? Love from Arizona, USA. Yeah, we do have badges. So every time that we do like some of the contact events or something, everyone gets an honorary badge. We should do some of the color pins too. It's like the most asked questions that I get. One of them. Belgium is present here too. Amazing. Theo, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate that. So everyone, thank you so much. First of all, let's talk to Eric and Nochi, because I think that is something that is coming up very, very soon. Because for me, I'm going to travel to Mount Ida, Turkey next week. And then after that, I'm already in Japan in order to explore the area and also have some good time there. I'm freaking excited. We have 3 events coming up, 2 times contact events, which we're gonna use the Oshov Happily Now contact board, but this time it's gonna be in Japanese. Which how's that gonna work? Who's gonna show up? Japan has a very special culture, so I am extremely interested. And then a third event, which we have, which is all about psionic, psychic capabilities and so on. Which one are you more excited about?
Which one? We're excited about all of them. What are you kidding? They're all going to be great.
I agree.
Meeting Tim.
Oh yeah, well, meeting. We're also going to go to Disney World, Disneyland. Yeah,
Too.
we're not giving out the dates yet, but Eric's probably going to say it's on a Tuesday.
Is that what I would say? Is that what you're predicting?
You usually say that, Eric. Well, guys, I'm freaking excited. I know we don't have too many Japanese listeners here, and hopefully we have some people who, well, who knows? We never know. We have people all over from Australia and other countries who travel to everywhere. What's that?
Now
exactly.
It's 6 a.m. in Japan, so maybe many people are watching.
Yeah, who knows? That'd be great. It would be also much easier. The raptor species that came through in the last event, they said they have these AI translators that they put on, and then the AI is doing like a one-on-one immediate translation. That'd be great. I mean, if we were maybe next year or so with the AI technology, we all be speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tim, Japanese audience now writing in Japanese.
Yeah, all the stuff that we have on Oshov Happily Now is now voice dubbed in different languages, which is that's going to be pretty cool. So people can watch that. I think it was one of the most requested things that we had from people saying like, "Hey, can you voice over some of the stuff, especially the German things that I could have done." But Japanese, I mean, it's going to be a whole new chapter. We're also going to do film work, so we hopefully have another documentary with some amazing stuff. I'm freaking excited because we haven't tested that in Japanese. It's all unscripted. We don't know if people speak Japanese, and we also don't know which cultural ETs we're gonna attract, or like, because it's a different culture, it's a different background. You have your own ETs.
Yeah, or maybe feline. because I'm feline and so many feline shrine in Japan. Yeah, maybe feline. I will attract felines.
I'd be interesting. I think like dragons would be interesting.
Yeah.
Any type of we know the Troctoborians, which show up sometimes. It's still not 100% clear what they actually want, but maybe they show up. Maybe they explain some of their intentions. It's gonna be interesting. I'd be so confused if they start texting us in Japanese. Then all we have is Nochi as a translator. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, how long is usually a transmission when you speak to somebody? Like, is it a minute or 2 minutes, or is it what? How does it work?
No. Oh, it's way longer. So I think we had transmissions around like probably 45 minutes, 1 hour or so. So it's a long time.
Oh.
And then oftentimes it's like something might happen. So like in the last event we had, which was kind of unfortunate, the last question that we were asking the reptile leader was like, is there anything that All Shift Happening Now can do in order to maximize the potential? And she was like, yes. And then we were asking like, can you give us the word? And the machine started giving out the word, and then the contact just blew off, and we're stuck with half of the word, or like the first 2 letters or something, and we were like, no, what is it? So we have we don't know yet. We just don't know yet.
Oh no.
Biggest cliffhanger of the whole story.
Right, huh?
Yeah.
One of many cliffhangers.
One of many cliffhangers, yeah. I mean, that's something that happens, that can happen. We also had like which didn't make it even in the documentary, but we did have a person, a human showing through. So sometimes it's because we're quite open for the call, we only define the way someone should show up as a friend and so on. We had a person showing up, and it was literally a human. And apparently the way that he was describing it, he was a descendant of the Roman Empire that went underground into like the inner earth. Something that I can't even confirm that. I know that the reptile species, I've heard about them from the projects and so on. And I also know that there are some humans who went underground in these tunnels about like 15,000 years ago. We know about the Hopi Indians. Japan has their own, story about people that went underground, and other Asian countries, and Africa too. But I didn't know that maybe people from the Roman Empire, tried to flee the what happened there and went into the underground. I didn't know, but apparently that was the story that this person was bringing up. But we were asking then, so do you have a message for us? And he was just saying no, and then the transmission was over.
No.
But yeah, that was it. Tiziano was his name. He was saying his name is Tiz or something, and we later learned that there's only an Italian name, Tiziano, so that was his name. Apparently there might be some descendants of the Roman Empire that also still exist in the underground.
Wow.
Oh, so nice, amazing.
Nobody is saying chatty guy.
and
These two.
Michelle is saying, I'm thinking dragons, not she. I'm thinking dragons too. Ever since we've started talking, I feel there's like I visualize this type of dragon energy all the time.
Yeah, yes. I'm dragon activator.
Dragon activator. I love that. Vess is saying she loves German but loves Japan. I'm not sure what she's saying there, Nochi. Can you read that?
Yeah, 好きだから。I love it. She said.
Oh, I love it.
I'm German actually, but I love Japan. Thank you.
Kati is saying, why did the transmission contact stop? Do you know? Is it lack of energy? I'm not. It might be my fault. It might have been my fault in that very moment because we had. So how it works is that we always have like 4 people who are operating the machine, and then we have one person who's also keeping track of the questions that I'm asking. So because apparently the machine gives the answers, but I'm asking questions out of the blue, just what comes up in the moment. So we try to track that too. And I in the very moment when I was asking, the big question about all ship happening now, I realized that our scribe was completely burned out. I think we had like asked about 300 questions at that time, and she was like trying to, and her hand was shaking because she couldn't keep up with all the information that was happening. And I guess in that very moment, I was so shocked because she stopped in the most important moment. I was like, "Oh my God, did you stop?" And I think it was so energetically, my reaction was so energetically strong in that moment, which I didn't even intend. I apologize very much, but I was so like, "Oh my God, this is so climatic in that moment." Yeah, I guess that has stopped it and prevented us from learning what this one word could have been that would take everything to the next level. I can only assume. Maybe it was something else. Maybe there was some type of disturbance or something. But I would assume that it could have been my energy. Lisa is saying Tiz. Yes, that was the guy. Tiziano was. It was only a very quick talk that we had, apparently with someone from the Roman Empire. Yeah, AI to be the new scribe. Well, we got to see how we're gonna do that, Nachi, because we probably get Japanese answers. I would assume. I'm very curious. The machine doesn't even have Japanese letters, so that's gonna be a fun testing. We will figure
You
it
don't
out.
think that they'll know that?
Yeah, I assume, but we had some people who didn't speak English. So the reptiles, for example, when I said like, "Hey, can you give us your name?" She was saying no, and then I was asking like why, and then she said like because we have a different nomenclature, we have a different letter and a different alphabet, so I can't pronounce my or I can't spell it in that way. So we don't know the name. So I don't know. We also had people who didn't speak English too. There were some ET species where it came out, just rubbish. And then we were asking like, "Hey, do you guys speak English?" And then it just said no. And then the connection was done too.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, when it's unscripted, everyone. If it's absolutely unscripted. Hi, Trevor. Good to see you. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get Skitso in, and then we're gonna get Kedrich in here into the talk too. Skitso, I freaking love your background. This is not your real background, right? That's
No, that's definitely a green screen, my friend.
That's a green screen.
Hello.
This is so cool. You've been a contactee for all your life, right, Skitso? We do have a podcast up where you tell your story, but if you could summarize it for everyone in a few sentences so everyone knows.
Yes. For sure. For everybody that doesn't know, I'm a lifetime experiencer. The earliest contact experience that I can remember was from the age of 5, and then I've been sporadically having them ever since. As a matter of fact, just a couple of weeks ago, I had a pretty big download stating that I had to do a lot more of what I'm doing right now. So it's beautiful that I'm being put on this path. That's amazing. And I have a documentary out on Amazon Prime, I think on YouTube right now as well, called Calling All Hybrids, that would pretty much give you the rest of the information that you can find on me.
Yeah, beautiful. I've seen your documentary. Josh is the producer. He's doing a lot of ET stuff as well. He's in the documentary as well. And you're also on the Shifter podcast. So if people want to see some if they don't have Amazon or something, I don't know, quick click. It's on my YouTube as well. Tonight we're going to do something amazing, Skitso, because you're going to perform for us live in just a bit.
Awesome.
Can you tell us about the song? Because it's deeply inspired about your own journey as well, right?
Yes, for sure, for sure. So what I found is that in order for me to be able to truly connect and kind of tell people the experiences that I've had, the easiest way for me to do it was through my art. I started off as a kind of negative hip hop artist, and through a meditation that happened, I realized how much damage I was doing vibrationally. And through that, I started putting a lot more thought into what I'm saying. I meditate before I write my music. I tend to assume it's a lot of downloads coming in. And one of these songs that I chose for today is called Distraction. Now, the reason why I chose this song is because I feel like there's a lot of stuff happening right now, especially towards fear mongering when it comes to alien races on their way to destroy Earth. And this is happening negative. And I kind of want to educate people that don't know a lot about these projects, for instance, like Project Bluebeam and stuff like that. I want to kind of educate them through song on some of the things that I know and kind of feel is being given to me to explain to everybody else per se. So I chose Distraction today because it feels like it's pertinent to the time.
It is so true. I mean, right now, what we do know is like the Earth is going through different stages. Partially, people, the whole universe actually. Partially, people will experience, some of the negativity in their own universe, some of the stuff we don't ever want to go into, and we will not go into because we've chosen and we continue to choose every month here with Orshav Happily now. But there is a lot of chaos, where the universe is getting rid of some past stuff. And the disclosure is going on strongly right now on the news. There is a major of the Space Force who came forward in a press meeting, and he's saying in an official US Space Force meeting, he's saying, yes, there are ETs. So we're not even questioning that anymore. We're right into it. Now the question is, which is great. I mean, that we've all been waiting for that. Now the integration part, that is kind of like the thing where we all, where we're all asked, and it's not only a one-way street anymore. There are beings that speak through your music, that speak through what we do with the contact events. There are beings who actively are involved in showing up and correcting some of the way as well. And that's amazing. Do you ever feel, Skitso, like your music is actively being downloaded or integrated into you so you can give it to the world?
100%. That's why I meditate before every song that I write. Once the vibration comes into my body, I feel like there's something pulling me to speak about a specific subject, and it just goes directly into paper. I kind of know when it's being downloaded because I tend to write it super fast. It comes out of me almost like automatic writing. And then when I'm kind of making up stuff for myself just for entertainment purposes, it tends to take a day or two. So the songs that are done within 10, 20 minutes, I do really feel like they're being kind of handed to me or helped with at the time. So this is one of those songs. That's why I chose it for sure.
Wow. Well, I would say we open the stage for you so you can give us an impression of your music. Everyone, this is going to be a new segment. If you're a musician out there and you want to play something for the community and potentially for a lot of ET species that are psychically now invited to listen to what we do here in order to evolve the planet, give us an email to team@allshofhappenynow.com, and then you'll be the next one. And with that being said, I would say we give the stage fully to...
Can you hear a little bit of reverb and echo? There should be some coming in. All right, here we go. We're caught up in a blue beam, distracted by design, while shooting down illusions, indoctrinating minds. They want to see us panic, to put us back in line. The people have awoken and read between the lines. minds. It's all a distraction. It's a part of the games that they play. We gon' need a distraction. So don't give them the strength, meditate. It's all a distraction. And the people are finding a way to make positive action and spread truth to the ones that relate. Don't be distracted by the beams that people put into play. Instead, focus on the freedoms people tearing away. It's all confusion. They turning UFOs into UAPs to change the subject on the public, change the mood and see how they react, knowing we've been visited back before Egyptians stacked stones with exact mathematical dimensions with attention to match, before the days of Pangea when the continent cracked. This is just a vision of the way it needs to be, because the soul is attached. Earth is just a puddle in the sea of what's been attached. There might be hybrids in the planet living next to you, and that might be a fact. They might be living next to you. You ever think about that? Be the vibe. If you're feeling lost, tune to the tone. You might be living in a dome, but you're never alone. Send a rocket to the moon and watch it curve on its own. It's a distraction, but that's all that I can say on this phone. We're caught up in a blue beam.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Skitso. That was so cool. I wish I had like a applause on from the box, because that was amazing. Well, you've been the very first to bring that to the world and showing that right now. And I think the people were saying the lyrics are so on point. Thunderstone is saying that. And they are.
Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. Stumbled a little bit, little nervous, but to be honest, if we ever do this again, I might be able to put together 2 or 3 songs for a segment. So who knows? Maybe next time I'll be a lot more prepared for the segment. But this was so much fun, and I hope you guys truly enjoyed it. I see all the comments, and I feel the love, and I feel truly blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, Free From Illusions is saying we need to get Tim a soundboard. I'm not even quite sure what that actually is. Is that something like this? Also, great song. Lisa is sending a heart, and Perry is singing a heart. That's amazing. And I think your transition from like going from the norm stream kind of like bad hip hop and then going into awakened lyrics, that is so special, because music is it carries so much information, isn't it?
It's 100% true. I feel like what we can do vibrationally is almost as strong as meditation, right? So if we're very cautious in what we're putting in our minds as far as the music we're listening to, then it can plant seeds that would allow people to really start opening their minds to the possibility of something greater. And I know that it wasn't until I started really putting these kind of, lyrics in my songs that kind of all the fear that came with these experiences stopped. And it started becoming more of a connection of I'm working together with these beings to be able to provide a positive reality for all of us. So I just feel honored and blessed, and I will be working my path for as long as I can. So it's just truly an honor. Thank you so much to the community and everybody that showed love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Skitso. We're all here to see that happening, everyone. There is another person, our shadow worker, Kerich Olsen, who I would love to get on stage, because Theo is saying he would love to collab with Skits. Well, Skits is in the comments. He might reach out to you. And also, Theo, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. That's great. TYSM, thank you so much, I would say. Thank you so much, Tim, for helping integrate high frequential energies to our consciousness without scaring the crap out of the planet. Thank you for saying that. It's a tough job, because there is apparently we're living in a mixed reality, and there's a lot of crap and chaos going on planet Earth still. But we keep solving these things. Love from Jameson, my dream life twin flame. Oh, I love this. Finally, we got some people who find their spiritual loves. But in order to get the crap away from the planet, we probably have to do some shadow work, isn't it, Kedrich?
Oh ja, ja. Men eerst, jag talar lite svensk och det är kul att se alla här.
Was that Swedish?
Ja, ja.
Wow.
Mycket lite.
That was cool. I love that. You speak a little bit of German as well, right?
Ja, jag talar ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, but I confuse them. The boxes live so close in my head together, they easily can run together.
Yeah, I get that. I have that with Italian and Spanish as well too. What would you say, like when people say Earth is, still has so many crappy moments and there's still so much fear, and we see that a lot. People even something very positive, people can turn into some normstream people, and even some people in the spiritual community turn, even loving messages into something crazy, something that I've heard a lot of times in certain radio interviews and so on, was people being influenced into believing that everyone from a different dimension is always a demon or something, which that's not at all the representation of the reality. What's your experience on that, and how do you think we can lift this and change that?
Yep, there's still a lot of crap that's going on. But you know what? That's okay. That's why we're here. When working with people with shadow work, one of the most important things we do is connect with higher self and ask higher self, why am I here? Why am I experiencing this? What am I doing here? And the thing that has come across so often is higher self, higher being, all of us. Your higher being is not necessarily peace, love, and light, puppy dogs, and rainbows. It can be a butt kicker. It can be something that just resets everything in your life. Dark night of the soul, your personal Ragnarok is caused by higher self saying, nah, we're on a different path. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's try something different. Or higher being could say, I want to come into this world to experience specific challenges. I want to have specific difficulties. And if you fight against that, you're fighting against the reason why you're here. So when we're looking at all of these difficulties, sure, acknowledge it. When we see stuff going on in the world that we don't like, absolutely acknowledge it. But the thing is fear is so powerfully motivating. And we can turn any message in this world into a message of fear. We could turn the timeline shifting kind of thing into a message of fear. We can turn extraterrestrial, interdimensional, higher frequential beings into a message of fear. And it works. It scares people away in droves. There are some people that say all the answers are in one book and only one book. And if anything is outside of that, it's evil, it's demonic, it's trying to take that away from you. And it's not true. So the first thing that you want to do is look who's stoking the fear fire. Why are they stoking the fear fire? And the funny thing is when it comes to shadow work, you just acknowledge it. You're like, oh yeah, look, they're stoking the fear fire. Oh, I'm feeling some fear. Cool, that's great. What can I gain from this? What can I learn from this? What is it that I want to have happen next? You see, with shadow work, we're not destroying anything. We're not going up against any system. I don't care what it is. Let's take a look at Project Bluebeam, since we were kind of talking about that one. False flag extraterrestrial invasion. Think about all of the fear that comes around that, all of the fear noise that happens. You go, great, cool. There's that fear noise. Oh, look, something's coming. If it does happen, okay, well, we'll deal with it. But in the meantime, what can I learn from this? What can I gain from this? But wait, there's so many more positive messages of extraterrestrial interdimensional contact. There's the things I'm doing in my world. What do I want the world to be? And start to focus that and make that constant shift. Recognize the fear and then own it. That's another key part. So much of it is like, well, they're doing this. Well, they're doing that. They are making me feel like this. They're making me do this. Don't. Just go, okay, I recognize it. I see that. And here's what I'm feeling. Here's the fear I'm feeling. Here's the anxiety I'm feeling. Cool. That's great. What can I do with it? Because the only difference between, let's say, fear and anxiety and excitement is a breath. Just take a breath. Where do you want to go with it? What do you want to do with that energy? How do you want to shift that energy? Use that energy to your advantage and start to create and keep creating. And as you keep creating something that's good, something that's viable, something that is meaningful, all of the other fear based systems will just fall away through attrition. You can't fight fire with fire in this game, because if you do, you're just increasing the fire. You can't go after aggression with aggression because you're just increasing the aggression. So find out what the water is to that fire and shift into that mentality and create something using that. And then more and more people will adhere to that. And we're going to be shifting minds one person at a time. You see, I'm going to kind of say something controversial maybe to this crowd. I don't believe in a big timeline shift for everybody. I don't think there's one big one coming. I think there are 8 billion little ones happening all the time. And what you do matters. What you do, your spiritual growth, your shadow work matters. And you start to create the timeline that you want, and you give permission for other people to do it. And as you start doing it, you're inserting those instructions into the collective unconscious, making it easier and easier for other people to create their own timelines. And then all of a sudden, those shifted timelines converge, and we go, oh, what happened to the world? Well,
And then we do have a collective timeline shift.
Exactly.
I love that, because you're bringing the idea and the perspective back to the observer, that's the number one thing that we got to do. It's actually like almost even realizing, I mean, nothing can really harm us, and we are always the ones who are creating our reality field. I just had a webinar where I was going into some of the traps that do exist. I mean, they're not as, it's a very low percentage, and media and everything is like, and perception and other things are making it seem like something crazy, but there are some traps. We're still on a planet that is, a mixed reality planet, and there are some very, very loving beings that might be naive, if that is even a bad thing to be, that might, fall into some of these traps. But ultimately, with enough discernment and enough information and learnings, we can see these things. We are now in a time where no one is denying that cigarettes are bad. No one is denying that McDonald's isn't good for you, right? But there was a time, maybe 30, 50 years ago, where people were denying that, were very much arguing, yeah, that's a great thing. So do you think that it's going to be like the perception change, that nowadays more people are aware of these things and just need to close the gap of becoming very proactive themselves?
Exactly. The more awareness is out there, the easier it is to shift, but we have to be careful of the fear narratives, because it's so easy to tie the fear-based narratives to all of this, and just be aware that they're there. And by the way, that whole mixed reality that we're in, of course, how boring would this planet be if we didn't have that? I mean, we're here for a reason.
I don't agree, Kadrich. I think it would be so lovely. I mean, that's the funny thing, right? We can. For example, I went away from all the computer games that are just terrible, and you're doing all this crazy violent stuff, and I'm quite happy to just play, something Farmville or something on that. I know that for some of my friends, that's not enough. They want to do some crazy stuff in their computers, but I think it's a lot about upbringing and cultural socialization and all of that too, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I mean. For those souls that are brought here into this time period, it would be a boring world if we were all living in that advanced timeline. But in future generations, when we're all in that advanced timeline, it won't be boring. We'll have other things to do. So absolutely, enjoy everything that's here to the best that we can. And I won't go into the super details of it, but I always like to refer back to the old Vedic story of Jaya and Vijaya. When we ask, why is there evil in this world? I won't tell the story of Jaya and Vijaya, but look into their story. And when you read about who these two beings were and what they brought to the world, we can go back and look at some of the cruddy stuff going on and go, oh, there is something we can grow from this.
I feel like you have to tell the story at least condensed, so people know what it is.
Jaya and Vijaya were two attendants to Brahma, the great creator of everything. And certain circumstances caused them to get thrown on earth for 3 lifetimes as demons. Horrible, awful demons causing mass destruction, chaos, war, suffering to an extreme degree. But with every incarnation of Jaya and Vijaya, an avatar was brought to earth until their 3rd incarnation, when Rama was the avatar. And with Rama defeating Jaya and Vijaya, then Rama's legacy took over. And of course, with Rama, it is said that if you were to chant his name, it would start to clear your karma. And because of the devastation that Jaya and Vijaya caused, it enabled those avatars to come to earth. It enabled that advanced teachings and blessings of Rama to be put on earth. And that was kind of the plan the whole time.
Wow, we do have a lot of these stories, right? Like the idea of the Ragnarok in the Nordics is almost the same, a very similar story, where something bad happened, but then it ultimately led to the resurrection of the world, right?
Absolutely. In fact, when we talk about Loki, the trickster god, it always causes trouble, always causes chaos for the gods and humans. We have to look at every single story about Loki, and everything that Loki put into motion, despite the chaos, comes out to the benefit of everybody, including when he conspired to kill Balder and have the death of Balder, the most beloved and most radiant of all the gods, because Balder is put in hell, the Norse underworld, not the Judeo-Christian underworld of torture and torment. It's a completely different place in the Norse tradition. But Balder is in hell until after Ragnarok. And then when Ragnarok is ceased and completed, Balder returns and becomes the high god. He becomes like the new Odin. He takes over, and the world is a much, much better place because Balder was able to survive Ragnarok and take over.
It's very interesting, and I personally, I feel like we all kind of like hold this Balder energy in ourselves, in terms of even if we would go through hell, which is again a different place in the Nordic tradition before Christianity came in and turned it into something awful, because he has a great life in hell. He's surrounded by beautiful food, and he's having fun. It's basically a story of like, even if someone is going through hell or into the afterlife or something, returning from that experience can only benefit the reality. I think it's a very positive approach that the universe actually shows. I think death is not here to harm us. It is an opportunity for us to go to the next level. Don't you think, Dan?
That's exactly it. It's that opportunity to take the next level, to clear the things that are not us. Really, when we look at the Norse practice, the idea of dying and going to hell is the ultimate shadow work. It's about clearing away everything that never was you, clearing away all the false facade, clearing away the false identity. And once you're able to let go of that, no longer clinging on to that, you wake up in the reality that you were always in the entire time, but may not have realized it because the shadows were creating your reality, not you. So why not do the shadow work while you're still alive? Create your reality from your authentic self, so that way you don't have to do it in hell.
I love that. That should be a shirt. Well, Kedrich, I'm excited because you and we've been talking about a YouTube show for quite some time, and I think there are so many unknown, super deep insights in your knowledge and the Nordic knowledge and mysteries that hasn't made it quite to the public, because people are focusing more on more Western philosophies and so on. I'm very excited because we're gonna show some of these stories and tell some of these stories, and maybe hopefully interpret them in a way that we learn that the universe is really a productive and evolving place.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to sharing those stories with people, because they meant something important to the Norse. They just weren't entertainment. They were deeper mysteries hidden into them. And as I've been tracing the lineage of Shining Ones, all the way from India to Egypt, through Iran, all the way to Ireland, and through the mainland Europe and into Scandinavia, we see that these teachings about these higher states of being, these higher states of perception, and the work with the runes is the continuing legacy of these shining ones that, who knows what they are, but they're most likely star seeds, interdimensional, extraterrestrial beings that have been on Earth since before Atlantis and Mu.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very, very curious about that. We've years ago we've done a trailer where we told the story of Ragnarok in animated way, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to show your knowledge and show some of these very interesting parts of the Nordic tradition, and then offer some solutions and some interpretations of that.
Absolutely. That's a big part of what I do is the information is good, but let's bring it down to earth in a practical way that is relevant to our lives today.
Yeah, there's a lot of raw energy that some of the Nordic traditions still carry in their texts and the way they bring it to the world, I guess. But I think the overall message is very, very strong and very interesting. Kedrich, thank you so much. I'm going to get you back on stage when we do the meditation, and also we're going to talk a little bit about your course at the end of today. So everyone, I also quick question to the community, because our shadow worker is saying, how boring would the world be without the shadows. I'm personally, that reminds me a little bit of my my mom, who always said, like, Tim, no reward is a good reward until you earned it. And I completely disagreed. I think we don't have to go through the craziness before we can enjoy something. I think it's way more of a mastery to enjoy even the moment, the silliness and the joy and the spectacle and everything else. So I'd be interested, because I know the universe is a big place, and some people love roller coasters and some don't. And Perry is saying, I'm ready for boring. Yeah, I want to know, everyone here in the community, let us know in the chat, do you want to have the shadow work, the shadows existing here for some entertainment, or are we all ready for some light action? It's a free universe, that's definitely. Eric is saying, I'm totally with you. Thank you so much. Me too. No suffering required. Yin and yang, you can't have one without the other. Yeah, that's also something. I mean, I love the discussion. I think it's an important discussion. I almost think we should have that all together. People often say, like, the shadow can't exist without the light, can't exist without shadow, but that's not true. I mean, if you have a fully enlightened room, there is no shadow anymore. So I very much I believe in we can choose and be creative in every time of way, and ultimately I believe that the universe is in its totality choosing for the full light, for the full love of everything. So but I respect everyone who's saying, like Patrick, shadows are funny. Yeah, interesting, everyone. Keep the comments coming, because we want to discuss that. And I think we are going into the meditation now for everyone. I'm very, very excited for that. And right after that, we're going to quickly have an outlook for what's to come, because I will be traveling to Mount Ida, the Trojan region. It is somewhere in Asia, belongs to Turkey now. So there's a very spiritual area, and we're going to do some filming for the documentary, and then I go over to Japan to join Eric and Nochi, which is going to be so cool. I'm quickly going to get Nochi on board. Hi, Nochi. What do you think? Are we going to go for the world without shadows and enjoy the light, or do we still need shadows to entertain us?
Shadow to entertaining.
what do you think? What is your opinion? Do you think, like, I personally, I totally believe that it's the universal road that at one point we're going to be in this perfect harmony anyway. So I think even like the shadow aspects oftentimes are unsatisfied and unhappy with their own reality. So I believe these things will go. But what's your opinion?
About the shadow.
I'm also
right?
going to get Eric too, because I know Eric has a strong opinion on that. So Eric, what do you think? as well?
What?
I did shadow work, and shadow work is very important, right? Yeah.
So
Then
you have no opinion, Nochi, if you want a fully light world, or do you would you say everyone is it's okay to have aspects in the universe that are still going crazy and maybe harming themselves and others?
yeah.
Undecided, I would say. Okay, everyone. I think we're gonna go into. I'm gonna get Kedrich back on board, and I'm gonna go and get Monica. I want to know, Monica. Do you wanna? You did a fantastic job with the last meditation. Do you want to? Then I see you in the waiting room. Give me a nod or a no if you want to join us for this meditation. That was a very that was a very shy yes. A very shy yes. Okay, good. We have 5.
A short version.
What's
A
that?
short version. A
The
short
short version.
version.
Yeah, that's okay. We're 5 people. That's okay. Everyone, just a few minutes, and then we go on. Let me quickly put on some meditation music, and I'm also muting all of you. We don't have. Ooh, okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, everyone out there, everyone in the universe, all our friends from other dimensions, you're all invited right now to join us in this meditation. I would say we go with me first, then Nochi and Eric, then Kedrich, and Monica, you have the last part if that is okay for you. Okay, cool. Whew. Do you have some new people who are coming in? That's beautiful. Hi to South Africa. That's so amazing. Love it. Okay, inviting everyone to just find a relaxed spot. Just have your eyes closed. Maybe take a few breaths in order to, connect yourself with the energies. Realize that we are now all meditating together, and there are more people coming in even after this recording. And after the confusion with the time, there are people watching this and they will join our meditation. So let's all get into this wonderful meditation all together. And I think we're gonna do it one by one. So I'm gonna get, so everyone knows who's on right now. Okay, so have your eyes closed, get into this very relaxed moment. And then open yourself and open our reality up for all these loving and wonderful beings that are everywhere around the universe. And they see our energy frequency. They see the signature of our energy. So in this very, very moment, from the depth of your heart and your love, send a loving message to all these friendly beings who like to shift happily with us, and invite them into our circle. Let's do this all together now. Let's do this all together around the world. Doesn't matter if we're inviting humans, if we're inviting other beings from other dimensions, when we're inviting the loving reptile species that we share this Earth planet with, inviting other members from the Galactic Federation of Light. Let this be a strong, strong impulse of speaking out our gratitude for their existence, for their support, for their being in the universe, for their striving towards the light, towards the love, towards the harmony. And let's all invite them in and find your own way. You can do it by concentrating on your third eye and connecting to them, and maybe in your mind saying a welcome or a we invite you. Or maybe you do it over your heart. Maybe you are a very heartfelt being that has these loving emotions for other species and for other beings of the universe. Let's invite them all in, and let's do this all together, and let's shift all together. And let's close the gap between our current state and the most beautiful, divine harmony and loving state that we are all striving for. And let's close this gap all together and shift happily. And with this being said, I'm going to get Eric and Nochi on stage.
Me? Okay. Close your eyes and take the deep breath. With every breath, feel yourself relax. You are safe, surrounded by light. Now imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth. Feel the strength of the earth rising up through you. You are grounded. Behind you, a radiant dragon appears, majestic and powerful. It breathes light into your spine. Its tail anchored in the earth. Its head reaches the heavens. Through you, earth and sky are connected. The dragon's light shines into your third eye, awakening your vision. Blue light fills your throat, empowering your true voice. Golden light expands in your heart, opening you to love and courage. Now repeat with them. I walk with the dragon. I am grounded. I am connected. I live my truth. Take one last deep breath. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes.
Thank you for that. Let's continue to build on that, feeling the presence of these advanced beings, feeling that circle open, feeling the dragon energy there with you, guiding you. Ask for a feeling, an awareness, a vision, an understanding of what your future in an ideal state is like. Maybe just one aspect of it. Just tune into that, knowing that the observation of that state of existence causes it to exist. And the more you observe it, the more it continues to exist and draws you closer to it. This could be a state of abundance, ideal relationship, a higher state of knowing, higher state of being, tuned in to these higher level beings. Whatever that is that makes sense to you, tune into that. And also start to become aware if there is a block, if there's something derailing that path, if there's something that says to you, this isn't possible, I don't deserve this, this isn't real, I could never be that. Let's tune into that voice, that feeling, that awareness. Be aware of how it feels, how it presents itself. Even scan your body. Does it show up somewhere in your body, in your energy field somewhere? And if it does, what do you imagine it looks like? Is there a color, a shape, a texture, a form to it of some quality? And just be aware of that. And ask for the insight. How is this shadow, assisting me on the path to that future state? How is this shadow guiding me in some way? Am I learning something from it? Am I gaining strength, resilience, determination? Anything. And even embrace the shadow with a sense of gratitude, knowing that it's there as a guide to help you reach that higher state of being. It provides the contrast you need to move through that shadow state. And once again, tune into the feeling of that shadow, the awareness of it, how it presents in your life, even its voice, and thank it for being there. And tune in now again to that future state. Feel that energy of that future state of being. Breathe into that energy state. Make it twice as strong. 5 times as strong. Even 10 times as strong, so that it's overwhelming and powerful. And breathe this energy, this feeling into that shadow. Just allow that energy to flow into that shadow place, changing the quality of it, changing its color, changing its shape, changing its texture, changing everything about that energy, including the way it feels. If it felt like anxiety before, maybe it feels like calm certainty now. If it felt like doubt before, maybe it's curiosity now. If it felt like it was, this isn't real, but now there's a knowledge that there's something that lies beyond. Feel that shadow transmute. Feel it transform, empowered by that future ideal state. And embrace it once again in its new form. And ask the shadow in its new form to guide you over the next few days on the things you can do, the actions you can take, the things you need to learn to start to bring that shadow, transmuted shadow energy into that ideal state and to guide you forward. Now, let your mind be open to how that takes shape. It could be synchronicity. It could be a conversation with somebody random out of nowhere. It could be a gift given to you, or an urge to read a book or study something that you've been curious about but not certain of. But follow that path, follow that guidance with an open mind and a child's like curiosity to see where it leads. No expectations, no demands, just curiosity. And with that, I pass it on to the next. Hail.
Beautiful souls, friends, I'm asking you to close your eyes and open your heart as big as you can. We need this right now. The last time I gifted to you the tool of love, and we made the circle of love around our planet Earth. This time I want you to imagine again that you are outside Earth and making a big circle. Take a hand to a friend and get to the next level. I want you to learn to create with me a ball of energy. It's a very powerful tool that I'm always use. So I'm asking you to try to imagine that you create with your hands a ball, and you put in this ball something beautiful. The most beautiful thing that you can put there is love. But not just love. It can be a lot of beautiful energy. I can feel with my hands the energy that I created. But even if you don't feel them, I want you to know they are there. You create them. It's just that maybe you didn't learn how to feel their presence. And I want you to tell you a secret. You do that every day, every second of your life, but you're not aware of it. You're not doing consciously. Every thought, every intention is your creation. So today with me, I don't want you to read books. I want you to write them. Now we are the creator. You are the master. Don't wait for someone else outside to come to do that for you. It's just your job. I want to feel the energy of love. I want to feel the energy of acceptance. What do you want to put there? Forgiveness. knowledge. What is your interest right now? Peace, healing energy. Make it beautiful, like a gift. Put it some color there. The healing can have a green color. It's your choice. Light can be white and bright. Will clear your path. The protection can be yellow, orange, and this beautiful gift that you created right now, I want to gently to send it to the earth. Everything you want to have, you should first give, and it will come back to you. Do you want forgiveness? Send it. Send it to earth. Do you want more love? Send it. Create it first. Use the source as energy to come and create with you. I want to thank you all, but especially these beautiful beings that are every time with us here in this beautiful Oshi Happening Now meditation, and they are not human. From wherever they come and they hear us or are with us, we respect you so much. And we love you so much. Don't forget, beautiful beings, we are very powerful. As human, we can use emotion in a positive way and create with it. Imagination is another tool that we can create with it. And also the fact that we like to copy paste each other all the time can be used in a positive way, not just in a negative way. Let's use our quality as human to show the universe that we also make sense to exist, that we can transform ourselves, we can change our reality and the universe with us, because we are in the universe. Thank you so much, beautiful souls, for giving me this opportunity. And don't forget to create the ball of beautiful energy. You can put it also on yourself, give it away to someone or to a group of people. Use it. It's very powerful. Thank you so much, all.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Monica. That was lovely. I'm going to get everyone back on stage so we can do the All Stuff Happening Now together. There we have them. Monica and, Nochi and Kedrich were praised for their meditative voices. I think that was very, very special too. Okay, everyone around the world, let's do it. Let's include all these wonderful species that all want to shift happily. And so happy that our Japanese friends are also waking up and joining us. So around the world, let's do it all together. And let's say all shift happily now. So we manifest that for our own timeline and for the world. In 3, in 2, in 1, all shift
All shift
happily
happily
now. Thank you all so much. Oh my God. We have so many beautiful comments. Kati is saying, beautiful meditation, y'all. Christiana is saying, thanks, everyone. Hope to see both Sarahs here again. Yeah, they're going to join us. Kati is saying, also happily now. Lydia, also happily now. Beautiful. Beautiful people. Everyone. Oh, the meditation music is still going. I was thinking, like, why am I still in the meditation mood? What is going on? It's the music. Everyone, I think that was a really, really nice community life. I'm always so happy to do that with all of you together. I want to quickly talk about what's up with you all. So I'm going to get Erich on first because you have a course coming up and you and I are also going to do a YouTube special. I think next month you already have the link for the course, so we can put it on. Is there anything else that's currently going on in your life?
Oh, yes. In fact, this Sunday, join me on YouTube Live. This Sunday, I want to take you on a guided tour of Asgard, the high realm of the gods. We're going to visit a few of the temples, a few of the halls that the gods exist in, and you'll learn the path to get to Asgard and to return. It will be something that will open your higher level mind just by being in the presence, just by being in this realm, and to experience this higher level of existence. So I want you to join me. It's free. We're going to be doing this for maybe an hour, and it's a great way to get an introduction to this higher realm of the gods. So join me at YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, and you'll definitely find a way to get there.
Wonderful. Everyone, Kedrich.com. Just put his name in and you will find his website. Eric and Nochi, how do people, since we now have people from Japan waking up and joining us in the call, how do people sign up and how does the world sign up if someone wants to travel to Kyoto or Tokyo next month, September, mid of September? How do they sign up, and what is important for them when they travel to Japan for the very first time? And is it worth it?
Okay. Eric doesn't talk anything. Yeah.
Listen to Eric, he's from Mexico. He's not Japanese.
Not Japanese. Yeah. And
what's the Japanese word for foreigner? They have a very distinctive
gaijin.
Gaijin. Gaijin. Yeah. You can sign up through my Instagram. Always show up this sign on Eric.
Yeah, I don't know.
Instagram,
YouTube channel. Wow, many times. Yeah, you can sign up. Yes.
Yeah, exciting. So if you've never been to Japan, if you're from Australia or the US or something, and you want to join us, then do it. It's an amazing opportunity because we're also going to have dinner today. I mean, not today, but then together. And we're going to do a contact event. It's the only and last contact event for this year. So it would be lovely for people to join us, even when they're from the US or other parts of the world, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
I think so too.
Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. And it's not just that I activate. Then you can find my.
Lovely. And for the wrap up, I'm also going to get Monica back on stage. I think you've done a fantastic job with your second ever meditation. Thank you so much for being with us, Monica. Everyone, Kedrich, Nochi, Eric, Monica, thank you so much for joining. Raphael or Skitso, thank you so much for showing your music. And with that being said, we complete this month also happening in our community live. First of all, if you haven't yet seen the documentary on our last contact event, it's going strong. Watch it. It's wonderful. There's so much emotions in there. Second of all, if you are a community member of the All Shop Happening Now community and you like to perform or sing or present something next month or the month after that, just send us a message. team@allshiphappeningnow.com, and then we might get you on here as well and present some of your music. I think that's an amazing way for people in the community to show some of their skills. Everyone, I'm going to quickly read some comments. Unveil the Truth is saying thank you. Michelle is saying All Ship Happily Now. Steve is saying very excited to have found this community. We're very excited that you're here. Thank you all so much. Norik and Nochi and Eric get some love. Lydia is saying, is there English sign up? Yes, there is English sign ups. I guess. I guess. Nochi is still can still be heard. Is there English sign-ups? I'm gonna get quickly.
I have to prepare. Tim, only Japanese now, so I have to prepare English version.
Oh, it's only. Okay. So we don't have an English version. But if people reach out to you via email or something, can you direct them?
Yeah.
If they're from yeah.
Yeah.
What's your email? Can you put it in the or tell us or something?
Yes. Okay. info@notchdream.com.
Okay. Let me see if I can do that.
Yeah.
info@notchydream.com and one word, right?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you like to go to Japan, be with Eric, Nochi, me, and Sarah, then Sarah Zula, then join us. Write an email to info@notchydream.com, and we're going to help you through the process of getting you set for your Japan adventure. I'm very excited for that. Thank you, Nochi.
Great.
Okay, everyone, that was the All Shop Happening Now community live. I'm always so happy to be with all of you. And I know you all love this as much as we all do because it's helping our timeline. It's helping your timeline. And it's a fantastic way to be together with amazing beings. All events and everything upcoming on allshiphappeningnow.com. And see you next time. Happy shifting.
All Shift Community.